The simplest form of a surface in AutoCAD is a 3D face. 3D faces are flat surfaces with 3 or 4 straight edges. The 3D face command is used to create 3D faces. The objective here is to cover the rectangle and the hexagon with a 3D face. First, I'll enter the 3D face command and then click the corners of the rectangle either clockwise or counterclockwise. The rectangle is now covered with a 3D face. To cover the hexagon with a 3D face, I'll have to click on all the corners of the hexagon in either clockwise or counterclockwise direction. So I'll enter the 3D face command and then just pick all the corners of the hexagon until it's accomplished. If I click on the 3D Hidden Visual Styles icon, the internal lines of the hexagon will disappear. The slice command cuts through a solid based on a defined plane. You can keep both parts of the solid or one part and discard the other. In this example, I show how to use a cutting plane to slice a solid. Here we have a sphere and a cutting plane that was created by the 3D face command. What I'll do is move the 3D face so as to cut through the sphere. Now I'm going to enter the slice command. I'll pick the sphere, then I'll pick then I'll pick the 3-point option and select 3 points on the cutting plane, and the sphere will be sliced in half. In this case, I decided to keep both halves and erased the cutting plane. In this next example, I have a blue sphere and a red line. The red line can be used to define a cutting plane for the slice command. I'll enter the slice command. Then I'll pick the sphere and press enter. Then I typed O to indicate that I want to use the object option. And so I picked the line, and the sphere is sliced. I moved the parts apart and erased the red line. The align command allows you to do a 3D rotation and displacement and scale at the same time. Using this command, you can align one solid model with another one. The first thing I'll have to do is switch to the wireframe mode. And now, with OSNAP set to endpoint, it's a simple matter of simply connecting endpoints. I'll enter the Align command and then select the object I want to align. The two models can then be joined together using the Union command. If a 3D solid model is not required in a drawing, you can print the drawing in either model space or paper space. Some companies prefer not to use paper space and rely on model space exclusively. I was employed by such a company when I made the drawings that you are now viewing. These drawings include a desk, cabinet, and a couple of bookcases. Fractional units were used and the drawings were printed at a scale of 3/4 inch equals 1 foot. When printing any drawing at a scale of other than 1:1 or full, it is necessary to always remember to set a proper overall scale or dim scale and LTS or light scale. It doesn't matter whether plotting in model space or paper space, it is vital to properly set those two variables. If the variables of dim scale and light scale are not set correctly, you can have dimension text that prints too large or too small. You can also have hidden lines print as continuous lines.